Pastor Ed here with Daily Devotions for Saturday, April the 1st, 2023. Come to the week of Daily Devotions, the week of looking at that story in Matthew 25, 31 to 46, sometimes called a parable, but it's not really a parable because parables typically begin, as I've noted multiple times this week and in the past, they usually begin like the kingdom of heaven is like, and that's not the case here. It's a story of judgment. It's a story that begins by talking about sheep and goats, but it's not really about sheep and goats because in those 15, 16 verses, sheep and goats are only mentioned in 2 verses. And it's just an illustration that would have been commonplace for the people of Jesus' day, easily understood that a shepherd who typically would graze a mixed flock of sheep and goats at some point has to separate them and has to, for various reasons, and also the fact that the goats are the ones who end up kind of on the short end of the stick, but also the fact that we're told that the goats are more prolific than sheep, and the word used for goat here is not just a generic term, it's actually for a young kid or young goat, and the fact is that they didn't need a whole lot of male goats in the herd to keep a proper balance. They would have culled some of the male goats from the herd, and so there's that understanding that kind of escapes us because I don't know anything about sheep or goats. And then it talks about how the least of these are treated. It's as if you had done it to me. So the people that took care, who offered food and shelter and clothing and visited and so forth. And they go, when did we do that? When you did those things to others, you did it to me. And to the group that is judged, as you did not do it to them, it's as if you did not do it to me. In our translation now, I think because of the wanting to not confuse things, it only says the least of these, but it's really talking about members of my church, really talking, the word in the Greek word for brothers is in there, and it's just simply not only male followers, but all of Jesus's followers. And so it's not really about Christians and how we take care of the poor and the people in need around us, although the Bible is full of examples of that. It's really about how Jesus' own followers are going to be treated, and a reminder, a solemn reminder, that to anyone, particularly those outside the church, outside the disciples and his followers, a sobering reminder to them that how you treat my followers, it's as if you treated me, if you took care of me or did not take care of me. And so it's an entirely different way of looking at it. It makes me think as you look at this is the end of chapter 25, you go into chapter 26, and now you have the plot to kill Jesus, you have the betrayal by Judas, and just everything steamrolls from there. It's like and I'm assuming that Matthew placed it there purposely as a reminder that Jesus cared for his followers, and wanted everyone to know that as you treat or mistreat his followers, it's as if you are doing these things or not doing these things to Jesus himself. His love for us and his followers down through the ages is that great, that how we are treated, if we could be so bold as to put ourselves in the camp of those who follow him, it's as if what has been done or is done to us is being done or not being done to Jesus himself. And as we head into Holy Week, it's a reminder of his, even in this tension-filled time and this difficult time that he was facing, and he had to know what was looming ahead for him. He was still thinking about, caring about those who followed him, and wanted the world to know that as you treat my followers, it's as if you're treating me, myself. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap things up for this week. We're going to be going into Holy Week. And there is so much there that happens so quickly. Um, Hope you can join us tomorrow for our Palm Sunday worship. That kind of kicks things off, I guess you'd say. And um, of course, we have our in-person services at 9 and 11. You can watch the live stream, or you could join us and watch the YouTube at any point. And then we have um, service on Monday, Thursday at 7 in the evening, Good Friday at 7 in the evening, and then the usual times on Easter morning as well. Hope you can be a part of our daily devotions and our in-person worship services, or at least joining us the live stream or the online, that you can join us for those services as well. Until next week, take care, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be back with more daily devotions next week during Holy Week. Until then, take care. Bye.